Hello folks, it is about 2:30 a.m. and I am capturing RGB data on the Needle Galaxy. It seems like it's been forever since I've done broadband, but the first half of the night I actually finished capturing data on M82. Finally, I think I've got about 27 hours in all on that one, and now I am working on RGB data for the Needle Galaxy, which I started on a previous night. I already have about 4 hours worth of CLS data on that one. I use CLS data in place of luminance. We'll see how that works out. And right now I'm on the red filter. My mean readout is 764. That's really right where I want it to be. I'm doing 2-minute exposures on red. Let's take a look at one raw image for red. Oops. Well, that's my guiding. Let's go back to this. Okay, well, there's a needle. I like edge-on galaxies. And I mentioned before that I felt last year I didn't have a really good showing for galaxies, so I want to get some good galaxies under my belt this year, and get some cool metal printouts for them. Let's go back to my guiding now. At 0.77. 0.78, I can live with that. That should be fine to get me some round stars. And let me show you what I've got so far for my CLS data. I did some processing on it because I couldn't wait to see it. And this is what my Needle Galaxy looks like so far, just with the CLS data. In 4 hours, I thought it came in pretty strong. So I'm going to see if I can get away with doing 40 minutes each of RGB, and someone sort of told me a rule of thumb is you want to capture 6 times more data for your luminance than RGB, and so so if I have 4 hours of CLS data, that I should go for at least 40 minutes each of RGB. We'll see how that looks. So even though, like I said, I'm going to see how the data looks. It's been hazy all night, so we'll see. But I like how this CLS data came out on the night before. So anyway, I will see you later. Okay, so I finished the Needle Galaxy, and I've got 6 hours in all on this galaxy. And I probably should have gone longer, but you know, when I'm doing broadband, I can't help it. I sort of go into a rush mode and try to get as many objects in before that moon comes back again. I have a habit of doing that, but let's see what I came up with anyway. So here's the red filter, 40 minutes of red, 40 minutes of green, and 40 minutes of blue. And the data doesn't look too bad. I don't see any dust donuts or anything. It looks like the flats did their job, although I didn't even see any dust donuts in the raw images either. So that's not too bad for the RGB. And here's my CLS data that I had 4 hours on. In fact, the CLS data probably looks the worst of all. I can see sort of a ring around here, and maybe I shouldn't really. I tried CLS in place of Loom. Maybe that wasn't the greatest idea, at least for me. Some people do it successfully. But I think next time I'll capture Loom instead of the CLS filter. And what I did also for the RGB is I had a 2-inch filter in front of all of the RGB. So that I just found out I'm even worse than a red zone. I'm in a white zone. So me to fly without any kind of light pollution filter, that's just impossible. It's not going to happen for me. So I'm using that CLS filter at least. And like I said, next time I'll use a Loom filter also with the 2-inch filter in front of it. And let me show you what I've got here. So I use the LRGB combine, and this is my RGB data after I combined red, green, and blue. This is what it looks like after the histogram. Not very colorful, but pretty much what I kind of expected from what I've done in the past. And this is my CLS data after the histogram, and I tried to fix the background during that histogram process the best I could. And after I used LRGB combine again to merge the CLS data into the RGB, this is what I've got. I had to push the saturation a bit. I pushed the red on the Galaxy to give it a little more color. And that's what I came up with. The background is kind of blotchy, but I can live with that. And for 6 hours of data, I think I'm okay with this. I think I'm even going to do a metal print, although it looks an awful lot like the Outer Limits Galaxy, which I would have expected. They're both edge-on galaxies. They have that flying saucer look to it. I don't know. I'm just thinking, should I crop it even more to make the galaxy more prominent? I'm debating on that. Decisions. But anyway, that's all I've got, folks. Thanks for listening, and I will see you later.